Hi, welcome back to Whimsy Crafter. I hope you all are doing great. Today I'm back with a brand new money plant hanging planter idea. This is one of a kind video, the first of its kind on YouTube, and this is an absolute original idea. And please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And I request you to please watch this video till the end because I'm going to show you something interesting. So let's get started right away with the video. Right on the screen, you see in front of you a money plant which I had grown in one of my previous videos from cuttings in an e-retail pouch. So that is the same plant here in the video. It has grown quite big. You can see the vines are already trailing across the floor. I'm going to make use of cuttings from this plant. I have a pair of scissors and paper cutter, and I have the star ingredient of today's DIY, that is Oasis or floral foam. Now I've got this online, but this is very easily available at florist shops or shops where flower arrangements are sold. This one came quite cheap online. I'll put the link down below in the description. So you don't need the entire thing as well. I have just cut out a portion from this brick. I got two of these bricks together in one pack. That was the product being sold online. So I have just used one such piece, and I have an empty coconut shell. If you get one with the natural holes at the bottom, it's good. If you don't get one with holes, that's fine as well. It won't be an issue. So coconut shell split into half, that's what you need, and almost as round as possible, and some jute or coconut rope or yarn as we know it. So I'll place this brick aside and I'll make use of this smaller piece. So this is a really ingenious idea, and first thing that we need to do is we need to fit this square piece into this circular piece. Now you look at the thickness of both these things. The sponge is way more thick than this coconut shell's depth, so I will need to tweak the sponge a bit for now. I'll just take my paper cutter or a knife, if you want to use a knife, and just slice it through the middle like this. Not exactly through the middle though, just a little portion of it will suffice. And don't discard the sliced off portion because that is going to come to good use, So please keep it handy. So I have chopped off the sponge into two pieces, and even now it is not fitting. So what is to be done? Very easy. We have to turn this square piece into a somewhat circular shape, and that can easily be done by just cutting off the edges. And there's this very gratiating, satisfying feeling of chopping through this particular foam, and it's very satisfying to chop through this. It glides in very easily, and this kind of sponge is actually used for flower arrangements. It holds moisture for a long time, and I just stumbled upon this idea, and this struck my head actually when I saw one bouquet that I had received on the occasion of a family event. When I saw the flower arrangement, and I always try to recycle stuff, I saw this sponge and I thought, why not use this for some DIY on gardening? And money plant is the best plant to experiment with when you are trying something new, DIY pertaining to gardening. So I'm just, smoothing out the edges with the knife, and you see how easily it slides. So now it is, round enough to fit in easily. But now there's another problem. It's too loose inside the coconut shell. No worries. Let's see what we'll do. So this one is very loose, and to fix this right in place snugly into the shell, I will make use of these cut out portions from the square of the sponge, and I will fill in the gaps around the sponge using these pieces. So that is why I told you don't discard any piece as yet. All right. And I've been talking a lot because this project gets me really excited, you know. I mean, I was so glad to find that there wasn't anybody who was actually making a video on this as yet. You will find tutorials using coconut shells, but not this particular sponge as the, you know, growing media. So this is a brand new idea for growing your plants in hanging planters. Absolutely soilless DIY. And this is absolutely original. You're watching this on YouTube for the first time. So let me know in the comments down below what is your take on this DIY. Are you liking this idea? Availability of this particular ingredient will not be an issue. If you don't find access to it online, you can always head over to the local flower bouquet shop and ask for a chunk of floral foam. Of course, they will charge you, and if some of them are good enough, they won't charge you, because these are just raw materials for their, you know, regal bouquets. So availability is not an issue for this floral sponge, and this sponge is so sturdy and it is so, you know, durable, and it is pliable also at the same time. I'll show you in a moment. Even when I'm fixing the gaps with the sponge, there still are gaps which are here. And the best part is I can actually press down upon the sponge so that it covers up the gaps. Just look at this. Look at the seamless finish and see, nothing, practically nothing drops off. So my base is done. It's that easy. Okay? Please give me a thumbs up if you have been with me for all this while. And don't forget to comment below where you are watching from. I love to see your comments popping in from all quarters of the world. It's such a encouraging feeling I cannot express in words. So like I said, I am using the same money plant which I had grown in one of my previous videos that was in Hindi with English subtitles. I took cuttings from that plant. You see how big it has grown in a matter of few weeks. And now I will simply chop it. I'll chop down the cuttings like this. I'll remove the lower set of leaves. And now the next important, thing that I need to do is I will have to cut these, clippings from the money plant in a particular way so that I can fix this on this floral sponge. So I'll show you that in a while now. Stay tuned. So I'm just removing all the lower leaves, okay? And once that is done, I will make an angular cut, okay? Please be careful that you don't cut your fingers. I have become over ambitious over here, so I'm doing this. But the best thing is to place it on the ground or a level surface like this, okay? And then make an angular cut like this. The idea is to make the cut pointed enough so that it can pierce into the floral sponge. All right. So I will cut all my cuttings in this way. And it's a good idea to cut the stem, the stalk, up to the base of a new node. Okay. Nodes are those points on the branches and stalks from where new roots and leaves and stems emerge. So if you can ensure that, it's not a rule of thumb though, if you can ensure that, your money plants will grow very fast. Okay, so this is how I have taken the cuttings, and I'll just remove the clipped ends, and now I'll show you how I fix these cuttings into the floral sponge. I'll just show you a little bit of close-up, and there is no set pattern in which you need to put this in. Just see how far into the sponge I'm sticking this cutting. See, the root is touching the sponge. Like this. Okay, I'll do the same with all the cuttings. The cuttings have to be pointed. Okay, you have to make a pointed cut on the stalks. And money plant stalks are quite, sturdy. They do not bend. As soon as you cut them, they don't go limp on you. So it's an added advantage. Okay, you can work fairly with a lot of time in your hands when you're fixing this. Try to space out the cuttings so that the roots get some space to grow. Once the plants grow, you can always trim them back and use the trimmed cuttings to fix them back into the sponge and then make this bushy. Alright. So I absolutely love this DIY. I thank my lucky stars that I actually came across this idea, because I it's not every day that I am very fond of something original that I create. I do try to create original content on YouTube, like the Morning Glory hanging planter video that you people love so much. I link it up here. So all these original ideas, not all the original ideas impress me so much, but then ideas like this one has opened in front of me a new avenue of possibilities. So I absolutely love this DIY that I created, and I am hoping that you too will love it. So I kind of trimmed off this particular cutting because it was a bit too big. I felt so. So I just trimmed it into another cutting and I put it back into the sponge. That's about it. Okay. So this is the base. So your planter is all ready. Okay. Your planter is already all set. You can just set it somewhere at your favorite position, or you can do something that I'll be showing you next. This is going to be a long video, so you better grab that cup of coffee or tea or your favorite snack. So here you see I have taken 2 strands of this jute yarn of equal length, okay? And I will hold the strands together like this, and right midway through both of these strands held together, I will tie a knot like this, okay? The knot will be tied as such that it makes a loop, because this loop will be used for hanging. So here, the loop is ready. This is ready to be hung, okay? Once I tie this loop, I get 4 strands, because the 2 strands have been folded into 4 now. So lay them flat on the floor like this, okay? This is a very easy procedure. So what you will do now is, you will lay the 4 strands flat on the floor like this. So now, and after that, you will tie a knot by separating the 2 strands on the 2 sides together, okay? So this is how you do it. You separate the 4 strands into bunch of 2, and you tie a knot on each of those 2 separate bunches like this. You have to ensure that the knots in the 2 bunches are made at the same height or at the same distance from the main knot of the loop. Just follow me as I am doing this. This way of making a hanging planter will save you the pain of drilling holes into your planters and hanging them, because not all of us have drilling machines at home, and drilling holes into coconut shells is not child's play. Okay, now what you will do is, you will take the middle 2 strands from both the bunches, okay, like this, and bring them together and tie a knot just like this. If you want, you can pause and go back and see what I did, because this will take a bit of a practice. It's not very difficult, but it requires undivided attention. Okay, so this knot is done, and now I will take the 2 outer strands of yarn and I'll tie a knot at the same place where I tied the previous knot. Okay, the height, the length, the distance of the knot should be the same from the actual loop knot that we made. I don't know the technical terms for these knots. I'm telling you whatever term is coming into my head, whatever is allowing you to understand what I'm trying to put across. Alright, you can always adjust the height or the length of the knot if one has gone further down the length than the previous one. So once this is done, we'll bring all the strands of the yarn together like this and tie them into a main strong knot like this. Okay, pull them out straight and your hanging planter is ready. The final step is the assembly now. I'll take my coconut shell planter, and it will take some practice before you get it set into this rope. So I'll show you how it is done. It's very simple. You have to slip it into this cavity that has been formed among the 4 strands of yarn that we knotted together. All right? And once it is done, you see how it looks like. Voila! Just look at this one. Isn't this amazing? No drill, soilless hanging planter using our very own money plant. And see, there is this little strand of yarn that I have left at the end. You can decorate it as per your wish. You can add beads to it. You can add colored strands to it. The choice is absolutely yours. I hope you found this video useful and effective, and merely watching the videos will not suffice. I want you people to indulge in it. Okay? And now comes the question of watering. The money plants won't survive without water, right? So how do you water this setup? Simple. You can easily water this using a gentle jet or spray of water from your water sprayer. If you don't have a water sprayer, like I am showing you here, simply take the planter and dunk it in a bucket filled with water for 15 minutes. You need to do this about, say, once a week, okay, during the monsoons and the winters, and during the summers maybe twice a week. See that the sponge is dry, almost dry, okay, before you water it. And this is one previous planter that I made just for experimenting before shooting this video, and you see this is almost a month old, and you see how well the plants have, anchored onto the sponge. I tell you, they just love this media. They absolutely love this media. And I'm going to make a future video in which I have used the same sponge, this floral sponge, for my orchids, and you are going to love it because it is a game changer. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Right after this, I'll share with you some tips which you can use to ensure the longevity of this setup.